Hey guys, it's Aaron Darko, chilling with Jim Graham, and Jim is actually one of the speakers at the Social Media Millionaire Summit, and he's been invited by Mark Anastasi. I met him back in January now, wasn't it, Jim?
January, yep.
Yeah, back in January, and Jim was like, please keep in touch. You know, he thought I was going to be this big thing, which kind of, not really, I'm not really that big, but you know, I'm being modest. Well, Jim, nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
So Jim, tell us a bit about, you started out in the car wash industry.
Started out in the car wash industry 22 years ago, and ended up staying in that for a long time. It was very good to me. And then about 2 years ago, started working on the internet marketing side of things with my brother-in-law, Brian Kasabaki, or Brian Kaz, many may know him as Brian Kaz, on lead generation, which has been really cool, very exciting. And I've been working, traveling, meeting people all over the world, teaching them about internet marketing and especially lead generation.
Cool. So like, how has the transition been from working in an offline business to moving online?
For me, it's been very easy. In fact, my office is my Mac, and I also, wherever I am, like just in this coffee shop here, internet access and a Mac, my office can be anywhere. And that's really what my lifestyle is about, is I can be at anywhere in the world as long as I have internet access and my Mac.
Cool. So like, how do you manage to balance your home life with your business life?
The first thing is that I have a very supportive wife, and she's very good to me about being able to travel so much and being able to get out and meet people. She also does a little blogging herself, nothing fancy, but she's working at it too, and I always bring back what I learned to her, and she actually is my better half, so she keeps pushing me. So it's very nice to have a supportive wife like that.
Definitely. And I'd say for people out there who haven't got a supportive spouse, you need to get one. Or if the one that you have is not supporting you, because like I can speak from experience, like the girlfriend I had was not supporting what I wanted to do. Like she wasn't interested. So like you need to have a supportive spouse.
Absolutely. There's so much money that can be made in internet marketing. Even though in the beginning it may be a little tight and a little tough, there's so much after that to be able to make money that any spouse would love to have the money later, but there's a price to pay up front to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. So saying that, what do you think your biggest mistake has been since you started the internet?
The biggest mistake has been I didn't value the how should I say, the people that I met and staying in contact with them, and actually started blogging, social media. I didn't value that at all until actually I met you at Mark Anastasi's social media event back in, or lead list building event back in January. That's when I actually started my social media experience with Facebook and Twitter. And since then, while I haven't grown it quickly because I don't understand a lot about it, I'm just learning some really cool tricks. In fact, some stuff that you told me today and showed me was really cool. And so my biggest mistake is if I rewind time and go back to when I started in internet marketing, I didn't think I needed to stay in touch with anybody, and therefore I didn't. So now this much time has gone by, and here I am struggling, not struggling business-wise, but just struggling not being in contact. And I have to be honest with you, I'm pretty excited. Today, I have 259 or so friends. Yesterday I had 100 less. And it's all because of the networking and people on social media, and I'm working it pretty hard these days, trying to get an understanding of it, and I think I'm getting there. So I'm hoping in the next 3 or 4 weeks to actually get up to the 5,000 friends on Facebook and 5,000 friends on Twitter, like all the rest of the guys out there making it happen.
Excellent. So yeah, 259?
259 today, yeah.
Great.
I actually started last week at the beginning of the week. Before coming to London, I had 134. And then 2 weeks before that, I only had 39. So I've made a conscious effort, but not knowing anything about the tools at all. So now I'm learning the tools and I'm implementing them.
That's good stuff. I was going to ask you, what's the best advice you've ever been given?
The best advice I've ever been given? Wow. Online or offline, it doesn't matter.
Anything, overall.
One of the biggest things that I was taught early on by my business mentor, who's no longer around, Don Callender, who owned Marie Callender Restaurants in Southern California. He taught me very early to treat people well and they won't steal from you. It's okay if they take a little bit, but they won't take as much as they would have if you don't treat them well. And so what I do is I try to treat people very, very well. And not that I'm worried about people stealing from me at this point, because I don't have any employees anymore, but back then I did. But now it's about really that, plus also treat people that you may never see them again, ever again. So those are my two things. So I'm going to treat everyone as I'll never see them again.
So does that differ from the advice you would give for a young entrepreneur?
No, I would absolutely recommend the same thing for any young entrepreneur. On top of that, I would also say, follow your dreams, sacrifice for your dreams, and you'll really, really go somewhere. I know it takes time. Do a lot of homework, work hard to get there, and someday maybe you'll be speaking on the stage just like I do.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Jim. And where can my viewers get more information about you?
People can find me on Facebook, Jim R. Graham, or Jim Graham. On Twitter, Jim R. Graham. And then also I have a personal blog, jimargraham.com. And then I have more of a business blog, which is gotointernetmarketing.com or gotoim.com. So those are where I can be found.
Excellent. So your social media presence is growing with a passion.
It's exploding.
That's the word I should have used. All right, thank you, Jim.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you.